You got your Halloween costume lined up?
I do. You see this mustache? It'll be, the daughters picked this one out, so I'm just being advocating dad here. I'm willing to be bought in. If anything, I'm willing to be bought in at all times.
Candy corn?
Hell no. Kit Kats, Reese's, Frozen, Snickers. Still, fun size Snickers probably hit harder at Frozen. Fun Dip, the occasional Fun Dip. Like if we're gonna talk about old candies, I take a Werther's Original over trash candy corn. Yeah, like candy corn? No, they're not. No. If you like candy corn, I assume you like straight pralines, like no deviation, straight praline. Like it's just a granulated sugar situation. Nerds are always a win. Do they make Nerds anymore? They make them on the little gummy rope, but do they make like actual boxes of Nerds anymore? Double side. Gobstoppers. Ooh, I'm still a Dots guy. We bringing in childhood favorites. Dots. Come on.
Cam, there was talk of some of the veterans having conversations with the head coach Dennis Allen and each other, the players this week. What were those conversations about, and why was there a need for them?
I mean, the stat came out. We haven't lost 6 games since 2005, so more conversations needed to be had. Whatever it is, it's a season of more, and I think I said that at the beginning of the season because I was like, we're going to get more wins, and we started off 2-0, and I was like, hell, way more wins. With 9 opportunities left, we have to find a way, walk, crawl, claw, whatever it is, to find a solution. I clearly don't know what that solution is, or else we wouldn't be sitting here 2-6. Whether that's up top, down low being the players, anything in between, hell, the equipment guys, whatever it takes to get us back into the win column. I know Carolina's having their problems, but we've never been worried about anybody outside of our locker room. We got to focus on us and what that takes. So anybody who takes the field has to have that mentality.
How tough has it become, like week after week after half, 6 games losing streak, and you're a bit a part of something like this?
Man, and on a double spectrum of never been in a losing situation and never been a situation that I'm in this year currently. Had you told me previously what had been going on, I'm like, hell yeah, we've got nothing but talent and possibilities. You don't foresee injuries. You don't foresee given roles. You don't, foresee you ever losing this many games in a season, let alone in a row. So you have to focus. There's nothing to be happy about. At the same time, there's nothing but a possibility to bring positive energy into it. You got to speak life not only to the game, you got to bring it to practice each and every day.
Kim, as you guys, more and more time passes, there's fewer and fewer guys like you that kind of know what the Saints standard was, that were touched it, part of it. Like, how do you convey that to kind of the mass majority of the team?
Man, there was a time where, you looked around the league and you'd say, the Saints were favored for so long. And now we're at a point where you can't pinpoint, all right, this is how the Saints will win, because we have to find a new formula. And that's what you've been trying to figure out. Clearly, early success doesn't indicate the season success. And even right now at 2-6, there's still 9 possibilities. So there's still a lot of success to be had. You have to be able to find that solution and grasp it now. I don't think there's the season's long. No, we're halfway through for pretty much all purposes.
Have you guys ever felt close to finding that formula?
Yeah, I mean, you say over the last 2-3 years. Absolutely. I mean, there's no point in any given day that I don't wake up knowing the Saints are going to win. I mean, that's the way I'm wired, and that's the way that I've been wired and been built and had confidence and faith in. Faith can always be shaken, but it doesn't disappear. So my faith is still the Saints are going to figure out a way to win somehow, some way. And at the end of the season, if that's not the case, then I'll adjust it then. But in my mind, we're going 11-6.
DA said that meeting with the captain was really positive in terms of what's your sense of how everyone's handling it?
I don't know. When he said I haven't really tuned in. I was at the grocery store the other day, and somebody asked me about what DA said to the media. I was like, I don't know.
The dinner that he had with the captain.
Got it. Yeah, the mission statement is whatever it takes to win. We got whatever that means. I mean, as guys are starting to get back to being healthy, great, and at the same time, hey yo, Austin, hey y'all too loud over here, fam. We holding the whole conference right now. Oh, that's Bink. Nah, that was definitely Austin. I'm trying to tell you these redheads, man. Hey, that's why you look like Cruella DeVille right now. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Where was I? I got sidetracked. He didn't deserve that.
You guys had a great dinner.
Yeah.
Everything right now.
Man, we had a dinner where we talked about, what's getting across, what's the mission statement, and the same is just we got to find a way to win. I mean, I could tell you everything that happened in the meeting, but that's not going to tell us how we're going to win Sunday. I could tell you, everything that happened in the game plan from Wednesday, Thursday, and will happen tomorrow. That won't tell you how to win. At the end of the day, this is a winning business, and we have to be able to have a good business to win.
So anything that you identified in your guys' process that was the change?
I mean, you're always going to throw out, like, hey, we can get more sacks on D-line. We can get more pressures. You could be more gap sound because, prior to this last game of them averaging like 2.5 a clip from the running back spot, I think it was like 6.5, 300-400 yards on the ground, and that's embarrassing. So to have a game like Chargers and still not come out with the win, you go to the halftime with the score was what, 5-9, right. I was looking from my side, not their side. But, yeah, so, you look at it like that at halftime, the last 4 or 5 games, you've looked at them like, all right, we're in a position, striking distance or ahead of the game. We have to be able to take the lead or keep the lead. We haven't been able to do so. So it's not confidence in the first half, ultimate confidence. There needs to be confidence and strength in the second half. So whatever that is to finish out the last 30 minutes.
I think when the team loses 6 games in a row, there's going to be fair questions of like, hey, is the buy-in still there? Is the locker room still there? And I think that's when DA's talking about, hey, we had a meeting and we feel like things are going in the right direction. I think that's the question. Do you kind of get
DA's had a meeting with the captains. Captains have had a talk just between ourselves. We've had talks with our position groups. Talking is talking. Until we walk in, it's going to be hard for people to be like, oh, they're bought in. I'm bought in. There's blood to be bled, and I'm always going to bleed black and gold.
Do you guys have a team-wide players meeting?
Not yet. It's probably happening soon, though. I think that everybody understands exactly where we are. And I feel like when people aren't bought in is when you have like a team meeting. I feel like this is something that you feel in the morning meetings. This is something you feel in the locker room. This is something you feel at practice, how everybody wants to win and talks about winning and still talks about winning. So there's not a dire need of like, oh, he's not bought in. It's a dire need of it's time to prove that we are a winning organization.
Hey, Cam, you know how much this city loves the Saints. How frustrating is that part of just knowing how the fans are?
You know how much I'm in the city. Them aunties, them TTs coming now. They coming for real business. I don't know what's wrong with us. If you have the answer, let me know. Tell me how we can win, and I'm all in. This city stands behind the Saints 9 times out of 10 unless you check Twitter. And then, you'd assume that the fan base has left us. But everybody that I come in contact with, I was just at 2 different schools this Tuesday. I was just at the grocery store getting fired up by the lady at the counter. The city is frustrated with our losing and at the same time still behind us. And just like the players here, got to find a way to win.
Great, thank you.
Cool.